back to my channel. I'm Alex. I just got back from a wonderful vacation in Florida, so I have been dying to get home to film for you guys. Thought I would do a video on what I do every single time I put on my makeup. So almost every single day. It's what I do in the morning before my day starts, before I go to work, before I run my errands. It really takes me about 10 minutes, which isn't so bad. It's pretty simple. The red lips make it a little bit more complicated. I usually do it with a nude lip. If you want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. Thank you. I realized I haven't really done like a full foundation routine, just something I do like every single day. So I'm going to film that for you guys today. So no matter what I'm doing, I always start with my brows. I am going to go in with my ANASTASIA brow definer. This is in soft brown. I like to just take this and go right under the brow and just do a quick little soft line, just outlining the bottom of my brow. And then I like to start like maybe like a half of an inch into my brow and draw a line on the top of my brow as well. And this will sort of be my template for filling in the rest of the brow. So I just stay in between those lines. Very simple. Now that I'm towards the center of my brow, I'm just going to lightly start brushing upwards, mimicking actual hair. I'll go in and brush this all up and brush in the rest of my brow. Sometimes when I do this, there's a few little areas that are like more sparse within the brow, so I'll go back into those areas and lightly just do little strokes, and this will make it look a little bit more natural because I'm mimicking hair. I'm gonna go into my Benefit Give Me Brow, shade 3. It's in shade 3. This is a lot darker than my shade, but I kind of like it. So I always start again like half an inch in, so that this is where the product is most concentrated and darkest. I don't want it to be so dark at the tip of my brow. And then with what's ever left on the brush, I just like very lightly will do the center of my brow. And voila, this is one. And as you can see, it's very different from the other. I'm going to fill in this brow and I will be right back. So now that my brows are filled in and set, I'm going to prime my face. This is my Becca First Light Priming Filter. It's this like weird purple color. You can also use their original priming filter. I don't know why, I just like this, like it just gives my skin like, can you tell, like it just like already gives such a nice glow, but it's not a specific color of a glow. It just sort of like makes me look more awake. Something about the purple. It's not purple, so don't let that scare you. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation in medium 5. This is the foundation I've been using every single day, so I'm just putting a little bit on the back of my hand. I guess you can skip that step. And I'm just dotting it onto my face. I don't like having too much foundation on during the day. I just find it uncomfortable. It's not really my type of look, but it is, so that's why I'm only using such little dots. If you want more, this can be a very good full coverage foundation. I have a little bit of a tan and I don't like covering up all my freckles. So I like when those show through, so I just don't want it to be so heavy. This has been the foundation I have been using pretty much every single day. I have it in a bunch of different colors. So this is perfect for when I have a bit of a tan, and I usually use the medium 4 if I am paler. I'm making sure I also get this on my eyelids as well. For concealer, I am using my Tarte Shape Tape. This is in light neutral, and I also have this in a lighter color. So I've been using this now that I'm tanned, but it's so full coverage, and again, I don't want to cover my freckles, so I'm just putting a tiny bit, and then if I need anywhere that needs like a little spot concealing, I will put that there as well. And just a tiny on the tip of my nose. Maybe I should just leave it like this. Looks good. Anywhere I want to spot conceal, I just like to tap it in with my fingers instead of the beauty blender. Give me a little bit more control of the product. So, did everyone have a nice long weekend? I can't even tell you how nice it is to just like go to a beach and sit outside. I haven't done that in so long, and I obviously work always on Sundays and Saturdays and Sundays, so it's really nice. So I'm just blending all this in underneath. Just like brighten up your under eye area, which is always nice to have during the day when you are running around. I hate when I look in the mirror and all my bags are showing. Next step is to set all the concealer. I just put down, I'm going into my Kat Von D translucent powder. I've been using this every single day and absolutely love it. But I just take my damp beauty blender, the tip of it, and I just put it in directly. Just set whatever cream products I just put down. So I'm going to do under my eye. And don't be alarmed if it looks white, because we can wipe this all away. But if you have any trouble with your eye, under eye, like concealer creasing at all, I recommend doing this with a very damp beauty blender and then making sure you press all the product in with the damp beauty blender. So as you can see, it's fully blended in on this side, and that should help you a little bit with the creasing problem. I'm making sure I get this on my eyelids as well. Most people will be surprised at how simple this routine is. Like I said, I do it pretty much every single day that I wear makeup, so I like to keep it quick and simple. This might not be quick for some people, but you know what I mean. In my smile lines. And this powder has like a really pretty, like kind of like a shimmery sparkle in it. I can't really explain it, but it's not totally like mattifying, which it like. As you can see, I'm kind of avoiding like this part of my nose. It's just, you can't see it on camera, but there are little freckles there, and I want those to show through. I know I shouldn't be excited to have freckles, but I kind of am. Never had them really growing up, so it's even worse. I'm using my Cover FX Dewdrops. I've been using these literally every single day, and I love them. So I'm doing a little bit on the back of my hand, taking my beauty blender, dipping the tip of it in, and I'm just going to do this around the high points of my cheek. And making sure that is all blended in. I said this in one of my past videos that I've been starting with my highlighter instead of my contour. And it helps like blend the two together. With my finger onto my chin. Make sure that's blended out. My Cupid's bow. The tip of my nose. I'm going to blend this out with my clean pinky finger just so it doesn't spread too far. And then I'm going to do right in the center of my forehead and a bit above my brow. And then blend this all in with the beauty blender as well. Liquid highlight is done, so now I'm going on to bronzing, and then I'm going to do a powder highlight as well. This is my Tartiest Pro Glow Tarte palette. Such a beautiful palette. It has a cream contour, like powder contour, and then these 4 highlight shades right here that are so beautiful. I'm going onto my Kat Von D Shade in Light brush. It's dual-ended. And I'm going to pick up the powder contour onto the brush. Can you guys hear my stomach growling? Called Sculpt. And I'm going to do just that. I'm going to sculpt my face. So I'm going to do this. I tap off a lot of the product. It's pretty pigmented. And I just want to hug that highlight. I want to make sure that where I'm contouring and highlighting meet, and there's no gap in between the two. I'm going to do this around the perimeter of my forehead, I love palettes like this. I just feel like if you're using something every day and it's all in one palette together, it makes it that much easier that you're not going in and taking out 10 different products. You can just use this one palette for everything. I'm gonna do the tip of my nose, my jaw. I never contour my nose fully during the day. It's more just if I'm getting really dressed up and going out, I will, but if I'm doing my makeup just to go to work or run errands or whatever I'm doing, that's it, just the tip of the nose. I'm just going to take a fluffy blending brush. This is my Morphe M441 brush. I'm just going to pick up the same contour shade, and I'm just going to run this into the crease of my eye, just to give a little bit of depth. And this is all I do in terms of my eyes for the day. I'll run a tiny bit underneath. I know it's so simple and like barely there, but it's easy and I could do it every day in 2 seconds, and I like the way it looks. Been absolutely loving this Morphe palette. The 9N, it's pretty much all I've been using, and I just go into either this first shade here or this third shade here. I'm probably just gonna use the first shade here for today. On my blush brush, of course, this is my Morphe R10 brush, and I'm just gonna run this right over the apples of my cheeks, kind of on top of where my highlight is as well. And this will just give the illusion that I am a little bit sun-kissed and a little bit flushed and burnt. Not that you should be going for a burnt face, but it always looks a little nice when you have a little rosy cheek. Keep in that theme of looking a little naturally rosy, I'm just gonna run this over the tip of my nose as well. That looks like a natural sunburn to me, if you ask me. Next, these two goldy highlights right here. And on my highlighting brush, this is my Morphe M510 brush. They're super pigmented highlights, and I'm just gonna run this over where I highlighted with the cream highlighter earlier. A little on my chin, a little on my Cupid's bow. Go into my baby brush. This is my Morphe M213 brush. I'm gonna pick up the same highlighting colors. I'm gonna do the tip of my nose, center of my nose, right under the arch of my brow. Actually gonna pick up a little bit of the lighter 2 shades I mentioned earlier that I use when I'm a little bit paler, and I'm gonna use those two for my inner corner highlight, just to really make the inner corner pop. The next step is to spray my face. And on my L'Oreal Telescopic in Blackest Black, I'm just gonna do a nice thick coat of mascara. Is running my fingers underneath to get rid of any excess products that's on the ends of my lashes, because that's how I find that I get like mascara on my face during the day. Look really can be worn with any single lip color, like ever. It's so simple, and it always looks so beautiful with a red lip, so that's what I'm going to show you guys today. But if I were just going out on a normal day, I usually just use something nude just because it's easier and I'm not worrying about it during the day. So I'm going to line my lips with my Lip Cheat by Charlotte Tilbury. This is in Savage Rose. I always like to get up in the sides. Here I like to do with the reds and X. So I find if I want to wear red and I want it to last me all day, I fill in my lips with the lip liner first before I put on any lipstick. Okay, so my lips are all filled in with the pencil, so now I'm going to go in with this matte liquid lipstick by NARS. It's the most beautiful red color. It is called Terre de Fou. I thought I said Terre de Flu, and I'm like, what a terrible name. To go right over. It's just a little bit darker. So one more spray for good measure. Okay, so this is the final look. It was so easy. I do this every single day. You can really pair this with anything. Probably seems like it takes me a lot longer when I do it on camera than it actually does when I do it in real life. This really has been my go-to routine for about like a month and a half now, probably even longer, and it really only takes me 10 minutes to do in the morning. So I hope you guys give it a shot. If you want to see more videos like this or a more full coverage look, please let me know in the comments below and I will get that up for you right away. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys in my next video.